Hoard your crystals, Admiral Piet. Greetings and hello there, everyone. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. I'm here today with a little message about hoarding crystals on my free-to-play and my hyperdrive account, both of them, so that I can get a 7-star Executor next month. August 15th, I'm going to have 2 7-star Executors, and I'm going to stream it. We're just going to sit on here and rerun that event over and over and over. You can see here I am on the main Star Wars. This is my free-to-play account. I need 90 more shards. That'll be 9 runs of the event. That means I get 1 free run. I need to have 8,000 crystals saved by the next time Executor comes around, August 15th. I'll be able to get there. And on my other account, the Nooch 2 Hyper account, I need 130 more shards. So I'll need to save up 12,000 currency. But right now on that account, I'm at close to 6,000. So I'll be able to save on both of these accounts to be able to get Executor to 7 stars. Now let's talk about everything that goes into this, the challenges, why, when, where, who, what, how, etc. So why? Let's start with the why first. I am I'm sitting right around 21. I was kind of hovering in Fleet Arena. I've been hovering around 13 or 14 now with a 6-star Executor, which I was warned against getting a 6-star Executor. I think a 6-star, it is really weird that a 6-star Executor is worse than a 5-star Executor, and yet somehow it is. It messes up the turn order. You load up there. It's just, you either have to like do a basic and then come out. It just messes everything up, and you end up having to you end up not getting your ult. The 5-star Executor gets its ultimate faster than the 6-star Executor, unless some special things happen, and it's really difficult to maneuver, and it just doesn't work. So I'm hovering here at 21, having trouble beating 5-star Executors in 11 through 20. So I'm getting 50 crystals a day. Now let's talk overall about this. And what I've got here is me back when I unlocked the Executor on this account for the first time, January 15th of this year. So it's been 6 months, okay? It's been 6 months since I did it, and I'm sitting in a 6. You can notice that I had 8,000 crystals saved at the time on the account, so I did it to 5 stars at the beginning. On day 1, I took the Executor to 5 stars, and I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to that. Let's see here. I don't go too far. Okay, right about here. So I need to turn the volume off there. Shut up, Nooch. So on day 1, I took the Executor to 5 stars. January 15th, and here I am 6 months later, and I'm only at 6 stars, and I still need all these extra crystals. So you see we've moved chat since that time. It's better off down bottom right than it is where it was before. But yeah, I said yesterday on a video that I gave the 6 rules. There you go. There's my 5-star Executor right there. I gave the 6 rules of farming, and I made a new rule. The new rule is you hoard crystals when you unlock a capital ship and get it to 7 stars as fast as possible. That's going to be probably 2 or 3 months for most of us that are free to play or not, whales or anything, but I'm going to stick with that. I think that's the way to go. If I look at this, so if I would have had this thing 7 stars by, let's say, April 15th, it would have cost me some other farming for sure, because what you're doing to hoard crystals on a free-to-play account is you're only doing regular energy once and with your refreshes. You're only doing Cantina energy once and with your refreshes. Mod energy, ship energy, you're only doing them once and with your refreshes. Any gear that you get, any farming you do has to come from your raid currency, your TB, your TW currency. Nothing else comes. You don't get any other stuff from that, so you're not spending that energy. And it's definitely a cost. There's a cost to saving these crystals. However, if I look at April, if I had 7-starred, this is not where I want to be. If I had 7-starred my Executor in April to now, and I look at the prizes, so pretty much from April, and I'll give a caveat here in a minute, but pretty much from April to now, I've been sitting in the 6 to 10, 11 to 20, now I'm in the 21. So let's say that I've cost myself Normally, I fall in the, let's say I could get 300 crystals a day if I had a 7-star Executor, okay? And I've been sitting there getting about 100 crystals a day, basically. When I look back at the history of it on swgoh.gg, I could get an extra 100 crystals a day since April 15th. Well, that's 3 months. 30 days, 90 days for 3 months. So I have 90 days for 3 months at 100 crystals each. That is 9,000 crystals for 3 months. So, no, I'm sorry. I've cost myself 200, so 18,000. I've cost myself 200 crystals a day. 18,000 crystals over the last 3 months that I've lost. If I look at saving crystals for those 2 or 3 months to getting up to that point, from 5 stars to 7 stars, it's 18,000 crystals. It's probably a little bit less. Probably, you look at those, you probably do it twice. So that's 2 freebies. That gets you to 20... I don't know. It's somewhere like 16 to 18,000 crystals. So I would have made up for that difference already by a good margin, as opposed to what I've done now, and I'm way behind, basically. The crystal income you're going to get in the future by getting yourself to a 7-star Executor as fast as possible is going to more than make up for it. And for those of you who've been in the, you've come back to a really aged Fleet Arena shard, yeah, you're going to see probably more than 5 Leviathans in there. For those of you that have been playing for, 3 or 4 years and you're in a less aged Fleet Arena shard, you're going to see 2 or 3 Leviathans in there for a while. It'll build up over time. But I still think the way to go is to get that 7-star Executor, especially if you're coming in new and fresh and you're unlocking Executor 6-star 6 months with a Hyperdrive bundle, you're going to more than make up for that. So the crystal income alone made up for over time, to me, is worth it to just bang it out to 7 stars, bite the bullet at the beginning, hoard all those crystals, and get yourself to 7 stars as fast as possible. Now, one caveat for me, I do have the finalizer fleet. And I could every day climb up to the top 5 with my finalizer fleet. It just became a real chore for me. And you guys know this, I've said it a lot, I'm not invested in chores in the game, and stuff that becomes micromanagement. Climb up with the finalizer, so I got to fight 3 or 4 battles with the finalizer. I probably maybe fail one of those. I was starting to really struggle against some of the, there's some Relic 9 Piets in there, some really high Relic BAMs and Cad Banes in there, so I was starting to feel a little more often than normal, and it was a struggle. Then on that 5th battle, I got to switch out to Executor. It just became a chore. It was a chore to me to do this with Finalizer, and I just wore out on it, and I stopped doing it. I just didn't have the energy anymore to do it. But most of you guys are going to be unlocking Executor early, way before you get Finalizer to 7 stars. So that's the main impetus around why I think you should be hoarding crystals. So again, how does hoarding crystals work? You just don't do the energy refreshes. I don't do any of these energy refreshes. I will say I do some every now and then when it really makes a lot of sense, but for the most part, I'm going to save this up. I need to save if I'm going to get if I'm going to get 90 shards of Executor on August 15th, I'm going to get 1 free. I got to save 8,000 crystals. So as soon as I get to 8,000 crystals or above 8,000 crystals, then I can start doing my refreshes as I normally would. Just keep my crystal level above 8,000 for the next Executor event. And on my other account, the same thing at 13,000, where I've already got 6,000 crystals saved over there. So I need to get 7,000 more crystals over there, and the same thing. It'll hurt me for a month. It will. It'll be painful. But honestly, the payoff in the end is I'm going to get to use my Executor and Fleet Arena. I'll get back into the habit of getting 300 to 500 crystals a day, 300 to 400 crystals a day, somewhere in that range. And it'll continue. It'll be a better feed for my account to do that. So that's it. I'm making it a rule from now on. When I go get Leviathan, when I go get Profundity, I'm going to save up the crystals for a couple of months, and we'll, I think 2 months. It might be 3 months. I think it'll be 2 or 3 months to save up crystals to get yourself where you get that 7-star Leviathan, that 7-star Profundity, that 7-star Executor right when they come out. And it's going to make a tremendous difference for your roster, climbing Fleet Arena every day when you get that done. So that's all I got to say about that. I think some of you are going to disagree. A lot of you guys disagree with me when I made that rule. Some of you guys were like, hey, I don't know about that. Hoarding crystals saying, I think that you sacrificed too much along the way. And honestly, I just think that long term you're going to make up for that crystal income down the road. And the Leviathan is not going to be filling in your fleet arena shard for a while, unless you got a really aged fleet. If you played at the original game or 5, 6, 7 years ago, you quit for 2 or 3 years and you came back recently, yeah, you're probably going to see more than 5 Leviathans in there. But for those of us who have been playing for 2 or 3 years, there's not going to be a lot of Leviathans in those fleet shards right off the bat. It's going to take several months, 3, 6, 9 months for those to populate, and the crystal income in the meantime is going to outweigh the stuff you saved and sacrificed for in Fleet Arena. Let me know what you think. That's what we got. I'm hoarding crystals on both accounts. Gonna get this done. I'll be here August 15th. We'll stream it. Just a lot of repeat Executor, having a lot of fun. Hey guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.